colleagues, esteemed parents, and our admirable graduates. Assalamu alaikum. I will start my address with a story. When J.F. Kennedy, the American president, visited the NASA space station, he saw a janitor standing there with his broom. And he asked him, "What are you doing?" To which the janitor replied, "Mr. President, I am helping put a man on the moon." Such was his purpose. Purpose is the sense that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. It is the feeling that we are needed, that there's something that we need to work towards. Purpose creates happiness. I was reading about a man who tried to change the world but failed. So he scaled back his effort and tried to change his community and failed again. He tried to change his family and he yet wasn't so successful. And that's when he started to change himself. And that is when he had a profound impact on the world around us. Purpose starts from within, and only when we believe that there is a higher purpose associated with us can we truly seed ideas. These ideas, they don't come fully formed. They are fragments, they are dreams, they are aspirations, and they need to be nurtured. When Mark Zuckerberg developed Facebook, it was a tool to connect his university mates, the students of Harvard. And he said to his friend that one day someone will create a platform that will connect the world. At that time, as a 24-year college student, he believed that one of the giant tech companies with all of its resources will be able to do this. But they did not. He did. Because it was his purpose, he believed it to be his purpose that he had to connect the world. My dear graduates, the last 2 years have changed everything. But such changes bring new opportunities. We need to find these opportunities. We need to work towards them. We need to find our purpose. Sir Isaac Newton said that I can only look far on the shoulders of giants. And to you I say, crush the giants of this era with the weight of your achievements and become the pioneers of the future, become the giants of the future. Honorable Minister, we are standing at the turn of the tide. The world is changing so fast that we have to move ahead, gallop ahead to stay at our own place. At this stage, we need to revisit long-standing pedagogies. We need to recognize the dichotomy in academia and the need of the future. We need to address the disparities in learning opportunities. The single national curriculum by the state is a commendable initiative to develop equality in education. But Mr. Minister, there is still so much more that needs to be done. We need serious educational reforms in Pakistan to encourage science, technology, and research so that these 21st century learners can truly become leaders of the world. At Alpha Education Network, we consider continuous socio-technical progress as our main motto. In the past, we have taken initiatives like plantation drives, civic literacy programs, robotics, and technical education camps, blood drives, health awareness campaigns, sports events at local, provincial, and national level, and so much more. We have harvested a community who is not just conscious about its own progress, but has a heart and a soul for our country, our people, and the entire world also. Leadership lies at the center of our ideology and with Iqbal's philosophy of Khudi driving our hearts. But there's still so much more to do. I dream of a society where students are not afraid to pursue their true passion, their true purpose, because they do not have a financial cushion to fall onto if it fails. I feel that is our true purpose. I will take this time to invite Dr. Sanjay Gangwani on the stage so that he can present some special awards for service to the school.